Hello, today is Sunday, September 27th, 2020. My name is Jovanna and I'm the host of JoJo KNOWS. I have decided to start off each episode of my podcast with a conversation. I have realized that the definition of a podcast is just that, a conversation. Today, coincidentally, is my father-in-law, Norman Schlossenberg's 68th birthday. I am about to call him and wish him happy birthday. He has no idea he's being recorded. It wouldn't matter anyway. He's so consistently nice and wonderful, he would say the same thing regardless. That is why I'm choosing him to call first. This ought to be good.
Hello?
Hey, man.
Howdy.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
What you doing?
I'm sitting here watching a little bit of football. I'm going through some channels.
So how's it feel to be 68?
Feels good.
Really? Do you have any advice for me at 40?
No. Not until I hit 70.
What do you think's going to happen between now and 70 that you'll be able to advise me? Exactly.
My body will be older, and I'll have new pains.
Well, that's cool. Well, what are you going to do today?
I'm going to go over to Bullen's mom's,
Uh-huh.
but she doesn't have any electricity right now.
Why?
The electricity went out at some point this morning.
Are you going to try to fix it?
No, the electricity in the area over there went out.
Oh, okay. Well,
Even at the hardware shop.
oh, we never get electricity out over here. Knock on wood.
That's good.
I know, but I'm just like, I'm happy, but I don't even know what I would do if it really happened to us.
Did Brian go dirt bike riding?
He's gearing up. That's what he's out in the garage doing.
No.
Cleaning it and loading it. We're just trying to catch up and see what you were going to do today.
No, I'm not. That's where I'm going. As soon as he tells me the electricity's on.
Okay. Well,
And the NASCAR race is on this evening.
What
at
time?
6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock. Who are you rooting for?
Well, I'd sure like Clint Moyer to win one, but Kevin Harvick is who I'd like to see win.
Okay. Well, I'll send some good vibes to both of those dudes.
Where did you go last night after there?
We came home.
Oh.
Yeah, we came on home. I think. Yeah, we came home. Trying to be better.
Yeah.
So I air my first pilot episode of the podcast today. Are you going to listen to it?
Yeah.
I'm nervous, though.
Why?
What if people don't like it?
Depends on what you say.
Well, apparently a podcast is just a conversation, so I'm just going to share with them some conversations my uncle and Eric had, the co-host, and then a little episode of me trying to make this egg for Brian that doesn't go too well.
No.
So, that's it. But I'm still nervous.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, and as long as you tell everybody, hey, look, I'm nervous about doing this, but here goes.
Okay, I can try that. Well, make sure when you see the link, you'll click it, okay?
Yeah.
All right, well, happy birthday. I'm sure we'll talk to you again today.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
I love you, too.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Well, there you have it, folks. You got Norman Schlossenberg at his best, completely candid. I was so worried he was going to say something to embarrass me. Like maybe, who knows? Who knows? Oh, so he told me to tell the truth. Well, everyone, I am nervous. This pilot episode is not what I had envisioned sharing with you. But the one thing that I will do is keep my promise. I promise to bring you my podcast today on this date. And it's going to be a little rough. The sound quality, the editing, all of that. But I think that's why they call it a pilot episode. I think I'm supposed to look back on this and learn and understand that my procrastination can only get me so far. I've got to start to prioritize better and just be a better person. So this is the introduction to JoJo Knows the Podcast. This is the pilot episode. You are about to watch a conversation between Sean Tyler and Eric Lutz. What you don't know that you will now understand from this podcast is Uncle Sean and Eric had never spoken prior to our first sitting down last week. I somehow knew that the culmination of these two, at the time strangers, would make for something I thought all of us would enjoy. Eric has a background of acting and modeling. He's been featured in some really cool stuff. His TV show Glow won an Emmy. It's on Netflix. He's got a music video out with a very cool very cool, what does she do? Billie Eilish. She's a singer. And they've got a video out, and you can catch that on everywhere, YouTube. Oh gosh, I'm rambling. Also, my uncle, he is local to Kansas City. He has been a radio personality since the late 80s, so over 30, 40 years. So he's very familiar with talking, but he still had to overcome some things, you know. He's so used to being in the background and writing, which he's actually a writer. He's so used to being in the background, this podcast is putting him in a different light. So although he may not show it, he's nervous, but he's not supposed to. He's a professional. He shows up. So I try to put myself around professionals as much as possible. Well, here you have it. Enjoy. Excited to show you what we have for next week, our episode 1. It will feature myself and my uncle. I joined him at a voter registration event. It was absolutely outstanding. I felt so much energy after I left. There were so many positive people. We will sit down with them this week and really get to know them better, which is going to be the premise of this podcast, which is to get to know people better, entrepreneurs, people who are just like you. Thank you for supporting me in this early stages. I really appreciate you. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at jojo@jojonowsthepodcast.com. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Jovanna Sloshenberg, host of JoJo Knows the Podcast. I'm excited to finally bring to you a platform where it's going to be an open space for entrepreneurs like yourself, like my uncle Sean Tyler, who's joining us, Eric Lutz. Did I do it right?
Yes.
Yes, Eric Lutz. All three of us got here somehow by integrity, passion, caring, and just really overall wanting to connect with others on just a basic level. We're excited to bring you every week different topics we're going to go into. You're going to notice I don't know much about the topics, so it is my hope that with Eric and my uncle that like myself, you will be able to learn and grow, and maybe at the beginning of this podcast you thought you knew something and either you walk away dumber or hopefully you've got more knowledge on the topic. I don't know yet. So I want to take some time to introduce Sean Tyler. Sean Tyler is my uncle. He has been a local radio disc jockey.
Personality.
Sorry, local radio personality for the past 30 years. He used to work at Carter Broadcasting on Hot 103 Jams. He was the Breakfast Brother. He worked with Julie Jones. I mean,
I worked all the shifts, I think.
Quiet Storm.
Did overnights, mornings, middays. I don't think I did evenings, though.
Oh, no, you never did.
Yeah, never did evenings. We did the rest of it.
But I used to listen to him on Quiet Storm. I would toggle back and forth between him and Delilah. Delilah was on 98.1, and that's where my real heart lies, like soft rock. But I wanted to support my uncle, so I would go back from 103 to 98.1, and it was a really cool show. He really connected the city in a really cool way. So I've been around the influence of media
and radio for a while. So this podcast would be cool to kind of fuse the two. Eric. So Eric is the voiceover character for the JoJo Knows books. He will be playing Brian's voice when we move the book series over to recordings. Right now I'm working with a studio. I'm working with a production company to help bring the books into series. And when we do that, like I said, Eric's going to be Brian's
Animated
voice.
series?
Yeah, like on Netflix. Yeah, animated series. So I asked Eric if he wouldn't mind joining us to do the podcast. You know, he's got just some cool things going. He's an actor or model. He's done things with Billie Eilish. I believe he's been on Modern Family. He's got a show on Netflix called Glow that just won an Emmy. So we're really fortunate to have Eric with us early on in his career. So he's no problem. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. So Eric, go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I'm Eric Lutz. I mean, you heard it there. Pretty much exactly what she said. But to be honest, I'm going to introduce Jovanna Schlossenberg. All right. She's the creator of not only Schlossenberg Publishing, but the JoJo Knows series, and obviously this podcast. She's who brought us all together. There you go. So, she is the mother hen in this situation. She's the leader of the pack.
Yay, I'm excited. I can't wait to lead you guys right down the path of knowledge. Yeah, buckle in.
So you guys are ready for the, what are we calling this? The football championship rally?
That would be great.
Right.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Wait, hold on, Eric. He's holding a ball and we haven't had any questions yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready now. He was being very presumptuous.
No one's got any yet. All right, we got 5 questions. Winner is the most. So the winner is the person with 3 or more by the end of this. So
I have 5 questions. Hopefully, I'm going to start off. We're going to work our way up. So let's start off with this.
Who were the most recent Super Bowl champs?
Chiefs.
I'm going to throw that out there.
Chiefs.
I'm going to let you guys both guess. Can we, is it?
You're right. There are only 5, so we have to do this a different way.
Yeah. Did I get this point?
She said chips at first, but I'll let her have it.
I didn't say chips.
Okay, we're gonna split it. Okay. So we're doing speed. You're right on that. So the next ones, that was a give me. I had to do a give me.
Thank you.
The next one's, come on. It's the Chiefs. We got to rep the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
All right. These ones, I had to look these up. So the internet tells me these are true.
So someone sees us like, oh, this guy's out of his mind. Well, Google lied to me. So the first televised game was played in what year? Is it 1919, 1920, 1952, or 1939?
1939.
1939? You've been Googling things, huh?
No, I know football. That's the point. I know more than people think. Catch up, sucker.
Okay, goes football. All right.
There's no buzzer system here.
I know. I need a hand up or something like that. There's a little.
Okay.
There's a little delay.
All right.
Let's go with another one that I would consider a softball question.
Okay.
So it's going to be 4. There's 4 answers possibly. How many teams are in the NFL? A, 34. B, 32. Let's go ahead and call on you.
32.
That's it. You know it. Hey, I had to give it away. All right.
Okay.
There you go. So wait, is it 2-1 right now?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
So this one's possibly for all the marbles. We're gonna go with another 4 possible answers. So the forward pass was invented in what year? A, 1936. B, 1906, C, 1901, or D, 2019?
1906.
That's it! Uh-oh, it's all time.
Wait, we need a timeout. How did you know that?
I just deduced the possibilities of what could have been real, and then lining it up with when it was first televised, all the rules had to come together before they did that. So I just kind of deductive reasoning.
Well, I forgot the options, so I was not doing well with that.
Now we're tied.
Last one.
I like where your head's at.
All right. The final is going to be a true or false, okay? So, the Baltimore Ravens are named after the poem The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. True or false?
True.
That's it.
The Ravens are named after the poem The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, who was actually a resident of the city.
Well, I don't want to play that. Yeah, I don't want to play that no more. I thought I was going to win. I thought I was going to win.
Congratulations.
Okay, wait a second.
Well, I mean, I have to continue on with Eric. So while you and I are having a conversation, I know there are a lot of aspiring actors and actresses around, and the Emmys are tonight. How did you make that switch? Because it sounds like you were sports inclined in college. When did the acting come into play?
Yeah. So actually, when I was 18 years old, I had already signed to play at a smaller university in Kansas. I was 18 years old and I was asked to be on a game show. So there's an opportunity to make some money, help pay for my college bills. Went on the game show, made some money, and when I was there, I met everyone behind the scenes. The executive producer really liked me. They liked my energy. They offered me an internship once I graduated, but told me I had to graduate college first. So did that whole thing. I was playing football through college. I was set in my mind that I'm just going to play football forever because I was a child and, dreams are great. And so I was playing. Injuries happened. Doctors told me you can't play football anymore. And so I knew I was going to travel out to LA to work behind the scenes, writing for TV shows. But part of me thought, okay, if I'm out there and there's like an audition that's right for me, why don't I just audition for it? And then I thought, well, I don't even know if I'm good at acting. It's always been a dream to be an actor, but who knows if I'm good. So in college, I started taking all the theater classes, started auditioning for all the plays, and it just took off. I mean, my first acting coach actually taught Eric Stonestreet, who plays a character on Modern Family. And
Also from Kansas City.
There you go.
Part of the owners, part of the Royals ownership, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. It's awesome. He's a huge Kansas sports fan in general.
Yeah.
So we had the same theater coach, and I took a class with her, and she was really pushing me to, keep going after this, keep pursuing it. And then eventually, I started taking all the classes, going through all that, and I really fell in love with it. I went from having 60 teammates on a football team to the first thing I did was a big musical. And I was like, I can't sing, but we figured it out. And so I went from having 60 teammates on the football field to just me, and then 60 teammates on the, in the theater. And I was like, oh, this is great. And, just same thing, just met a bunch of people, started having a great time. And then eventually got to the level where, getting a lot of the lead shows in theater, really falling in love with it, really stretching and growing as an actor. And then it got to the point where my teachers were like, you are going to make a move. You're going to either New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles, one of the big three. And they're really pushing me to pursue it. And that was really what I wanted to do. So came out here, and that's been the story since.
So what was the very first thing that you had done commercially?
Commercially, I actually did it was a commercial that never aired. Got paid for. That actually happens quite a bit. So they flew me out to South Carolina, I believe Charleston, South Carolina. And it was actually with, he retired not too long ago. The linebacker for the Panthers. God, what was his name?
Was it McCaffrey?
No, McCaffrey's the running back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh my!
He just retired a year or two ago.
For the Panthers.
Really good.
I know. Or wait, was it the Panthers? Regardless, it was a commercial, and it was with an NFL player, and it was great. It was fun, and then it never aired. But that was the first thing that I actually got paid for, can put on the resume, so things like that. And it's gone up from there.
What advice would you give to somebody who's trying to take that next step, or maybe make a career change into acting?
What was that?
So, what career advice would you give for someone who is trying to follow that path, or even make a career change and get into acting?
Save that money. Save your money. Things are expensive. Living out here is expensive. Understand, it takes a long time it's like anything else. It takes a long, long time. I know I've met a lot of people out here that will try and go the easy way or the easy route, and it ends up they get burned out real quick and no longer are taken seriously in the industry. So it's one of those things that if you want to be here for a long time, it's usually smart to play the long game. So, it's I would say really take it seriously. If it's a thing where you just want to do it for a couple weeks, then sure, try your hardest, I guess. But it's really about, be just like anything else in life. Be nice to everybody. Be genuine. Be sincere. Don't use people. Don't think that you can get elsewhere by doing craziness. Like, be a genuine, good human. Try your hardest, and it'll work out. I believe.
Well, Uncle, one of the things I'm going to ask Chef is how to properly crack an egg. So I'll let you guys see what I'm about to do. How's it? Can you see all that? Okay. So I want to learn how to do it like that and then open it. We are not doing that today by any means. I'll just do what I normally do at home.
That seemed good.
I got a little bowl for the extra eggs out.
So normally when you want to do it one-handed is what you're saying.
Correct. I want to be like a real chef.
Well, holding it that way is probably going to not be the best way.
Holding it what way?
By holding most of the egg in your hand like that.
Oh, what should I do?
Yeah, like you're holding it on the end. You want to kind of possibly like hold it from your middle finger and your thumb.
Really?
No. Sideways. So you're holding tip to tip.
Who does that?
Like that. Just a little firmer though.
I can't. This feels better.
Okay, but do you want to learn how to crack it in the middle with one hand, or you want to continue to do it that way?
I do. Okay. Okay, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
So you're going to have to change it almost like you're holding a baseball.
Okay.
Just don't grip the whole thing, but use your hand. You need more than those two fingers.
Okay.
Now, gracefully take it across the side of the bowl.
Wait a second. Hold on, Uncle. Are you prepping me to crack this egg with one hand?
Yes.
Right now, I've never done that.
That's what JoJo knows, Eric. We're trying to get her there.
JoJo, no.
I didn't really want to learn on the pilot. I just kind of only wanted to do stuff I knew how to do.
All right, now I'll show you, and then you'll impress Eric in a couple of weeks on the podcast and do it real time.
All right, here we go. I'm listening.
Stop holding it like it's Exhibit A.
You said to hold it tight.
No, just let that be the basis of your grasp, but definitely hold it a little firmer with your hand, and then tap it with enough force on the side of the bowl to crack it. And when you're doing that, you'll kind of pull your index finger and your middle finger and your thumb back, so you're holding the two shell casings.
What?
Simultaneously, when you hit the edge of the bowl, pull back with your thumb and your middle finger on the shell casing, and you should hold two halves almost split equally in half when you tap it.
All right. I guess you probably want this part filmed. Okay.
And you've already changed your grip.
Yeah, okay. Because this isn't comfortable.
Because you're learning it for the first time.
Okay.
Ooh, I like it.
Right when I crack it, you want me to remove my thumb and pull the bottom shell out.
I can tell you right now by the way you're holding that egg that this is going to be so bad.
It's like you're going to throw a fastball or something like that.
Oh, like that. I know how to throw a fastball.
Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, that might work for you.
All right, here we go.
Oh, shit. No, bad news.
How do you do?
I saw a shell go in the bowl.
No or no?
No shell in this bowl, suckers.
So let me see your egg. Did you do it?
I think, ew, I wasn't prepped for this. Hold on. Okay, look. Can you see it?
Ooh, move it down a little bit.
Rotate it down a little bit.
There you go. All right.
That's it.
Are you proud of me, Uncle?
You did it.
All right. Yay! Okay. So,
It occurred to me that if I am going to start the podcast with a conversation, I should probably end the podcast with a conversation. I'm going to call Norm back real quick.
Hello?
Hey, my bad. I forgot to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
You know that book we're working on for Brian?
Yeah.
I need to ask you a question for today. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was your favorite TV show when you were little?
Oh, Leave It to Beaver.
Who was your favorite character?
Oh, Eddie Haskell.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't Beaver?
Well, yeah, probably.
Eddie Haskell was the bad one, right?
Yeah, I always wanted to see what he was up to.
Yeah, okay. The next question is, what was your favorite song when you were little?
When I was little,
Yeah, remember this is a book I got to give to him later, so he needs to know who you were when you were little. So what did you like when you were younger? Okay, what's your favorite song? What's your favorite song right now?
Take It to the Limit by the Eagles.
Okay, Take It to the Limit by the Eagles. Last one, what was your favorite movie growing up?
How the West Was Won.
I've never seen that.
It's a long movie.
Is it like Gone with the Wind?
Well, sort of. It was like they gave you an intermission in the movie. You know, when you went to watch the movie, it was like a 3-hour movie.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I learned something about you too today, Norm. Ooh, look, the sun just came out.
Yeah.
All right, well, have a good day. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
And there you have it. JoJo Knows the Podcast, pilot episode. Until next week, be good, be bad, be you.